Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Diablo 4. We're going to keep running Nightmare Dungeons for the moment and keep working on both our levels and also... Ooh, the Helltide is on. We could go to... No, Helltide's a bit dangerous while we're under-leveled. We're working on our Paragon Glyphs and now that we have our legendary Blood Rage node, things are really going to feel like they change for us. So let's pop one of these and head straight in. Funnily enough, this one's actually within the Helltide area, but we don't need to stand outside, we just need to go in. So killing an enemy is going to give us a 10% chance to get berserking for a couple of seconds, which is great. 50% chance over here on Flay, which is then increased by plus 10%, so 5.5% is going to be our final chance per mob that we kill if we kill them with Flay, 2.2 if we kill them with Whirlwind. So approximately 1 in 50 mobs that we kill that's bleeding, all mobs are going to be bleeding, is going to give us berserking. So really, we should be berserking a lot of the time. Right, we need to destroy the demonic corruption.
I don't have enough fury.
And we have that drifting shadow thing following us, which is going to be problematic in its own way. And we need to watch out for the little guys that explode as well. So this one we're definitely going to have to pay attention within, otherwise we could get ourselves in trouble.
I'm out of fury.
It does feel like it's going to be thematically appropriate with the drifting shadow and the general shots of nastiness going out, but also feels like it's going to be very dangerous. Like, we don't know offhand how much damage those drifting shadow bits are going to do. Definitely don't want to find out casually. Still, the sooner we get through it, the safer we'll be. One demonic corruption destroyed. That was like right in front of us, really easy. We just need to find where the other one is, and it's probably going to be down the left path. So we'll go explore that. It is not down the left path. This only had a couple of mobs. I do like that we've got that chance to execute. I really do. I'm wondering whether we should take the artillery shrine now. Yeah, you know what, we're gonna take it now. Because killing those guys at range, I see that drifting shadow there. Yeah, this feels a lot safer. We have destroyed the second corruption. We're just exploring because there's other bits we haven't seen in this little area. Ooh. Okay, didn't really hurt much, but it did create the darkness. See, that's a fine darkness creating effect. I talked before about removing players' agency. That one you can see coming. You've got plenty of telegraphed area that you can get out of if you're paying attention. That one is fine for removing the player's agency, because if you're still in it, then it's your fault for having not moved on. Yeah, we'll just explore up this little section as well. Just for the extra XP. Now, until we get the fire effect when we're berserking, it's going to be hard to tell how often it triggers. Like visually, it's going to be hard to tell because we've always got other things that are making us berserk. And I think that's possibly the only like shame, I guess, is being able to understand when lucky hits trigger. It'd be nice if you could turn on some visual indicator. You know, maybe not like having text floating above the mobs, but something to just say, hey, this thing that's infrequent has happened, if there's no visual effect. Yeah, and have it toggleable, so that people can like turn it on for a bit, turn it off as they fancy.
I have
almost gained a paragon point.
Help, please!
By this grinning, as it is called. My daughter, why do you persist in trying to break the demon? You have nothing to prove.
Dodge that guy.
You are more the Viz Jedi than I was at your age. There is
Let's try and get out of
in knowing when to move on.
the visually problematic area.
Minions away. Return to the clan, please. I am asking as your father.
Now we'll grab all of these, including that glyph.
As the Grand Summoner.
Right. We're going to push for the berserking duration next. Now 5 seconds may be the maximum, but we've got stuff that extends our berserking duration by 2 seconds. I'm not sure if berserking duration being 5 seconds max means we can't go over it with that extra increase there. I suspect it does mean we can't do it, but at least the 2-second additions that we get from our lucky hits would be increased. That's kind of the way I'm seeing it in my head. Right. This guy needs to go. Go away, Shaman. Two-handed sword rank 8. It's come up really nicely. I do want to be using the two-handed axes, but at the moment this is a really good weapon, so we will keep running it until we have a better option. And we've spent a lot on it as a weapon as well, so the incentive is not to move off it immediately. Oh, there's a treasure goblin. Don't you dare get away.
I must wait.
Which way is he going? He's going around this way. Okay, we hit him, so he's not using his portal. Dude, stop retreating forwards. Right, we got him. Let's back up and make the area safe. / finish our looting. Goblins are great. They obviously have good loot, and they have those prisms, so we can add sockets to things. We've got plenty of them saved up, but we're probably going to be changing equipment quite a lot in the end game compared with our leveling process. Certainly we're going to be paying more attention and investing more resources in our equipment. Let's just go straight for the Wrath of the Berserker. Apparently we destroyed the demonic corruption, so we can head into the grinning chamber. Maybe it was just included in area of effects. Or perhaps I completely misread what this section was going to be about. That's also an option. Definitely an option. Yeah, this effect, it slows you down in your progress. So for like farming efficiency, it's a little bit annoying, but it's not dangerous. An unnecessary Wrath of the Berserker there. Ooh, a Sacred Maze. Oh, I am curious as to what that's got. I hope it's something like Skullbreaker's aspect, because that's one that we want to find. We'll have a proper look at our stuff afterwards. No, it's a double swing Dust Devil. So it might have some fun stats on it. Did I miss something back here? I thought I picked everything up. Oh, it didn't pick it up. So what was the other maze we had? Ooh! That is a good roll on the Thorns. That is a good roll on the Thorns. I think we'll wait until... So we could wait until we have a decent two-handed sword. Sorry, two-handed axe to put it on. Or we could put it on now for our sword, trusting that our sword is going to be with us for a while. That is a tough decision, because that's the first one we found in the wild. Let's get our berserking on. Did you see how much the Thorns hit in there? We just let him kill himself with Thorns. Ultra satisfying. Okay, we got plenty of glyphs, but I think we're going to keep putting into revenge. We'll just have a quick look through some of these. So Blood Feeder, critical strike chance against bleeding enemies. That's the one that we might be putting in higher up. Brawler, don't care. Cleave. It doesn't say single or two-handed axe. So, not sure. Crusher, that's maces. Disembowel. Killing a bleeding enemy has a 10% chance to reduce the cooldowns. And that's increased bleeding damage. So, Disembowel is a pretty good choice. Executioner, increased damage with polearms. Imbiber, increased damage while healthy. Increased damage while wielding two-handed weapons. Might is a really good choice, actually. Might is a great choice. And then damage to close targets with territorial and damage reduction, which is a nice bonus. Which doesn't require anything. Oh, it probably does, actually. And then Undaunted for the Fortified. Yeah, I think Might is a brilliant choice for us. It's tempting to put points in now to, like, kind of get ahead of the curve a little bit. We're going to keep putting points into Revenge. It's going to take a while to get it up to level 15, that's for certain. But right now it's giving us bonus to the rare nodes within its radius. So it makes sense to keep doing that. But it'd be nice to flag some of these as favourites almost. Right, let's head back. We'll have a quick look at our stuff and we'll jump in and do another one. Basic skills, that's a perfect damage reduction, so we're going to extract that for certain. I don't care about that. In terms of stats on it, extra damage reduction while fortified is quite nice, but we'd lose just flat damage reduction, so yeah, not as good. This is the one that we definitely need to extract. Now, it's a middling roll, it's not a perfect roll, but it is better than our current in terms of the weighted position on it. And this bludgeoning mace, extra critical strike damage, extra overpower damage, extra damage to injured enemies. I think I prefer the damage over time and damage to close enemies. But it is overall a better weapon. You know what? We'll change across to it just so that we keep on that gradual improvement. And then if we stick one of the affixes on it, it'll be. Ooh, look at this! This is a 1% better ring. In fact, this is really good. Damage to stunned enemies, damage to injured enemies, damage to bleeding enemies. Our current one gives us just like 10% physical damage, which is really handy. And the critical strike chance, but I think this is a better ring. So we'll switch across to that and put that in it. Alright, let's do some clear out of the stuff we've got. Was there another thing we could do on the acclaim board? There was. Even better. Let's open this up and see what we get out of it. Got some ovals. The ovals are possibly the most interesting thing from that.
My eyes can only watch so much.
Get rid of everything on that. So we're just going to salvage this up straight. We're going to salvage this up straight. It's not got the damage reduction that I really want. It is nice that we're starting to get some cool items coming through. I'm tempted to extract this one because I don't think we have a spare of those. Got a chance to stun. Berserking duration increase. Yeah, we're gonna extract that. We're gonna extract this, and we're gonna extract this one. Right. In terms of upgrades, we could. I still don't want to spend extra on a lot of these. But the brand new mace that we got, we could upgrade that for the extra damage over time. We're likely to replace it though. To the occultist, and then we'll decide which affixes we want to swap out on which items.
Need something blessed?
Okay, so first up, the extractions. Then imprinting. If we were to put the Thorns on, it goes up to 3026. Our current one does actually more. So that's a little disappointing. I thought it was going to end up being better. It must be down to the item power of the aspect that got extracted. 669. Yeah, as opposed to 682. So it's too low. Well, in that case, you are useless to us compared with just plain imprinting. So next up is the Berserk Ripping, which we do have over here. We should probably upgrade this ring. So it's not a perfect roll, so it can stay there. Damage reduction, not a perfect roll. That one can stay. This one we wanted to swap over. Okay. So, aspect of might. What do we have that's doing nothing for us? These boots are doing nothing for us. But we can't put might onto them. The anemia is probably going to be the best thing we can do. But we've only got that one, so let's leave it. We'll keep might available just in case we need to go full on defensive, and we could probably get rid of the armor power, because that's only a 20% damage reduction, which requires specifically bleeding enemies, whereas we could engineer us a better solution for that. Right, I wanted to upgrade my ring quickly, and then we can hop in and do another dungeon. That's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. We could potentially enchant something on there. Maybe the maximum fury. Try and get a better roll out of it. If we could get like increased lucky hit chance, that would be really nice.
I can't use that.
No, can we? Oh, hang on. This is upgrading, not enchanting. We need the occultist. I'm in entirely the wrong place. Okay, maximum fury. Yeah, we got loads of stuff for this. Damage to slowed enemies. That'll do for now. So it's not a sacred ring, but it's a ring that's good enough for what we're trying to do. I really like the other ring. The other ring is just like amazing in terms of stats. We could maybe try and roll like the vulnerable damage up to something better, but I think it's good as it is.
You will be back. The stars do not lie.
Okay, that took a little bit of time. Let's have a look. Tier 6, tier 4, tier 3. I think we can definitely do a tier 4. Suppressors and monster fire damage. Yeah, that seems fine for us. Let's go to Light's Watch. Because we want to be improving our characters, getting stronger, getting better stats, but also not putting ourselves in too much risk. Wow, just the one guy to start off. Starting slow. There's a nice paragon point for us. Put that in. So berserking duration has started increasing already, and that's going to improve. Ow! That's going to improve our damage as well. Right. Arsonists,
I'm not ready yet.
you guys need to go. Yeah, need to watch out for the explosions from them, that's for certain. Yeah, might is probably a better choice for us, actually, as opposed to the damage reduction for bleeding enemies. Because when we're fighting bosses and elites, and there's only one thing near us, we will still get that damage reduction without having to wait for the ads to appear. That's really what I'm thinking about it. And I need to pay attention to the explosions that the guys are creating, because they do a lot of damage. Just in case, we'll use a death evasion elixir. I've got confidence, but I am also not a fool. Make a couple of close calls. You definitely are on the side of caution after you've died once in a season. Hey everyone, attack me! Don't attack them.
I'm not ready yet.
Everyone on me. Right, one of them's dead, unfortunately. Two of them are dead, unfortunately. 15 seconds for this person. I'm trying, mate. I am trying. Okay. He survived.
A meager reward, but it's all I have.
Hey, I'm just happy I kept you alive, mate. Given the type of damage we do. 50 nobles, I'll take it. The gambling that I did for chess pieces, probably not the most efficient. I should have been gambling for one-handed weapons, because the chance of getting the unique items is incredibly low while gambling. So it's not the recommended way of trying to farm unique items. Yeah, gotta watch out for those explosions on the ground. Whereas if I'd gone for something like one-handed weapons, we could get skull splitters, which is something useful we're going to want. You know, to actually get some decent aspects. Not that we didn't get some good aspects from the chess pieces, but they're not really the focus of the hard-to-find ones that we would like to get. So what I should have been doing is I should have been looking at it as what's the most likely way of improving the character and improving our equipment and stuff. I do like this stunning that we're doing on bleeding enemies. That feels very solid. That's the key we needed. We almost need to put on another potion, so I'll go ahead and drink that now. We're going to have to go hunting for some resources soon, I think. Yeah, berserking in on these and not stand in the explosion points. All the way up to tier 80 on the progress for the season pass. We've also not seen an Echoing Fury thing on this Barbarian. There's a couple of aspects that just haven't cropped up, and it is funny how finding different things can drastically change the way your build plays out. Okay, another point going in, but enraged. Extra damage while berserking, extra berserking duration. We need a lot more willpower, we need a lot more strength, and we'll get more damage bonuses, but that's going to be something that just happens over time as we get more Paragon nodes in. It's funny, I could hear that thing exploding, but I couldn't see it, so I was worried it was on us, but just not visual. Turns out it was ahead, and we almost dashed into it. That could have been very nasty. Up to the war room we go. Especially when we're dealing with hemomancy and rank and file mobs that aren't particularly strong, our chance of just like having a high berserking duration is, I think it's really quite good. I feel pretty confident that we're going to be berserking for most of the time during our various combats. Look at you with your damage resistance. Let's get you killed. There's some more guys. We'll put on our berserking properly. Get into the middle of them. The immunity bubble definitely helps. 5 seconds is not a huge amount of time, but it's often enough to clear out a lot of rank and file mobs. We just need to make sure that we keep popping our healing. Because it's always easy to get carried away and just not. Okay, everything killed around here? No, not quite. There's one guy left. So the Skullbreakers aspect that I keep talking about is when you stun a bleeding enemy, you deal a percentage of their bleeding damage to them as physical. So it's just a more efficient way of killing them, kind of like a mini rupture in a way. But because we're always hitting mobs and always potentially stunning them, I think it's something that's got a lot of potential for us. He's going to bleed out, so we can pretty much ignore him. That's a lethal shrine. Lovely. Right, well, let's get ready to move on, and we'll grab it as we leave. Big hits. That is some big hits we're doing. Hemomancy can crit. And so can Thorns damage. Let's just go straight into Light's War Room while we've got this Oh my word. We got a crit Thorns on this guy. We got a crit Thorns on him, and that absolutely mullered him. Okay. We'll go for the other bit of berserking duration. And then I think we want the damage while berserking. But for over here, we're going to put points into revenge. Get that upgraded, which gives us a bit more offense and defense, and keep putting points in there. Alright, this mace. It's not... extra damage to bleeding enemies is nice, but it's not a great roll on it. Slightly better than our current one, though. Extra damage to injured enemies, extra damage to close enemies. Those are both very nice. The lucky hit for executing is slightly higher than the existing one, so maybe this is actually going to work out better. What do we lose? We lose damage to stunned enemies. We're not really stunning that much. We lose ultimate skill damage, which is damage while berserking, which is quite significant, but maybe we end up a bit more consistent. And with the damage to close enemies and the damage to injured enemies, I'm tempted. I'm tempted. It's not sacred, though. That's the thing. Still looking for some decent boots. Alright, let's head back to town. We'll salvage our stuff up. And we've got time for one more of these. Under the hammer you go. As nice as you are, not worth dealing with anything that's not sacred. Tier 3 we don't care about. Tier 5 we can move on. And potential tier 4. There's another tier 5. So we'll salvage those two up. What have we got? We've got Frost Damage, Nightmare Portal, Gold Find, Lightning Storm. Lightning Storm could be annoying. Nightmare Portal's fine. Let's do the Nightmare Portal one. Ooh, we don't have access to the Sepulchre of the Frostsworn yet, so it's probably masked by one of the strongholds. Maybe we should do a stronghold. Hard to see where it could end up being. It'll probably be one that looks darkened. We could go to the world boss. That seems like a bad idea. We do have our death evasion. How soon is the world boss going to be there? 15 minutes, that's a bit too late. Alright, well, rather than worry about where the Sepulchre of the Frostsworn is, let's do the other one. And then next time we can go round and do some of the strongholds, and that'll open up the map for us. I think that's a better choice. Alright, gotta free the prisoners.
Don't have enough fury.
I'll stand in the double protection area.
It disgusts me to know
Not keen on these guys stunning and doing explosion stuff, but don't know if we can really do anything about that beyond killing them and hoping they don't explode too
But
much.
if Roll's abominations take us with, the meal they make of us will be their last.
Also, the healing that we get from it, the protection we get from it, is only from the lightning. It is not just like a flat protection bubble.
Cold. So cold.
Right, another prisoner.
Wouldn't have made it without you.
I know. We are the greatest. We're doing a left wall hug mostly, though. It's really cool to see them do abilities like lighting their axe on fire in preparation for combat. Things like that make the world feel a little bit more alive, and the characters more in style with the game itself.
My savior!
Okay, 3 prisoners still to get. Ooh, no, don't want to be in that explosion. That explosion felt like it was going to be all kinds of bad and wrong. Okay, no one else down here. Where's the next prisoner? Let's take care of this guy first. Then we'll go after the cold guy. I am very happy with our Thorns level. For where we are at the moment, I think our Thorns is at a great point. Right, you all done exploding? Let's get this guy free. And move on. 2 more. Perfect.
My savior.
Oh no, it's a trap. Ooh, jeez. Bad time for our invulnerability bubble to wear off. Let's move through, start getting the animus from the animus carriers. Ooh, goblin.
I'm not ready yet.
This might hurt. Didn't hurt too much. That was a tactical choice to just tank it on the face. We already had some damage reduction in place, but that was still risky.
I'm not ready yet.
But it's good to know that it's not too much of a threat. We still don't want to be like getting hit by it anyway. But it's good to know that we can survive a strike. Corpse gate. Ugh. Very disgusting. Someone had to animate that as well. There's the start of the animus. Let's keep moving, find the next batch. Ooh, cool, we got Paragon Point. So we could go for more damage while berserking. At this point, I don't really want to be doing that. I think pushing for the fire resistance and armor makes a lot more sense for us. So we'll go strength, willpower, and across that way. So that will give us more options for points we can grab in the future. Come on, get him gone. There we go. Let's get away from the fire. Protection Shrine, may as well grab it. Unexpected Animus there. I did not see more Animus coming from him. Oh, we've got this speed. Let's move across the traverse and see if we can get to the Animus Urn. We haven't even found that. It probably swings around this way and it's going to be just over here somewhere. You all done exploding? Yeah. Nice. Yeah, we definitely want damage reduction in amongst all of this. And I will feel better when we've got a bit more in terms of natural resistances. So intelligence will work for improving our resist all. That's definitely going to be key for our survivability in the higher tiers. But we don't want to be doing it to the expense of other things. Didn't get much out of him. There is more space down here with more mobs, so I'm kind of tempted to just keep moving on them for a little bit. Before we go in and fight the Chief Marauder. Because it's all extra experience, you know? And these mobs are not difficult to fight. Famous last words, of course. Step away while we're vulnerable just for a moment.
I'm not ready yet.
Get a little bit of berserking on. Get that extra Deathwish Thorns working for us. And we'll grab those. Okay, on to the Chief Marauder. We've got some good loot from this. We'll take a proper look at it just as soon as we're done. And there they go. We'll take the pants and we'll put these points into revenge as we have been doing. Right, back to town. Let's have a look at the spoils of war. See if there's anything we can properly make use of. while berserking, we deal fire damage. This is a nice affix. It is the lowest roll that you could get on it. Yeah, so we'd probably actually swap out our immunity bubble, but just plain damage reduction. I think that's what we're going to end up doing, but we want decent trousers to do it on. These have got such a good bonus lucky hit chance. Oh my word. These are pretty nice, nice gloves. So those are potential keeps. These trousers, while they don't have a perfect roll on them, they do have a good enough roll. And they give thorns, so I think we'll probably switch over to them. What have we got here? Vulnerable damage, damage to crowd-controlled enemies, damage to slowed, damage to injured. I think I prefer our current stuff. The helmet's got good armor. Ranks in stuff that we don't care about, so that can just go under the hammer. And that's got a perfect roll on the chest. Extra damage with bludgeoning weapons, but it does still have a good roll on it, so maybe we'll extract that and just substitute it in if we get a better chest piece. So definitely stuff to think about. We'll just hammer these. We'll probably extract that. We might wear this. We might wear this. And we might extract that. Also got some just nice rolls on it, so we could use it, but it's not sacred. That's the thing. Okay, well we'll stick all these under the hammer and sort through all that. Thank you very much for coming along, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed it. We are making progress in terms of our Paragon levels and stuff. We're going to push across. We're going to get a bit more defense with armor and fire resistance. I think that's going to be important as we push forward, help prevent some of the explosion deaths that could happen. And then we'll push up here for these, the glyph socket and the other rare nodes. If you have enjoyed this, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for some more Diablo 4. See you soon.
Salvage.